Hi everyone, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. So I just wanted to quickly get rid of some stuff in my inventory, and then I found this merchant, and this merchant was talking about the metal flowers. And so you didn't miss a lot. He just said that there are metal flowers, that they come in beautiful patterns, and if I have some, he can probably trade them for some valuable goods. And before you miss anything else, I just started recording here. I just wanted to sell stuff because that's just like errands that I have to do, and that are not super interesting to you guys, I guess.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theradine is sweeter still.
Okay, you can probably tell us a little bit more about the metal flowers.
These metal flowers. What are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machines started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks.
So the machine started going mad 20 years ago. What exactly does that mean? Because the corruption started just very recently. And does that mean the machines, like the hostile ones particularly, that they were not hostile before?
Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Okay, yeah, let's have a look, because we do have, okay, where... What? Are they in here? The metal flowers? I thought they were like special items. Huh?
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Could you spare a moment to speak of the
Oh, sorry. That is confusing to me. Yeah, so here's special items. And I have them. But why didn't they show up?
Ah, you're back.
Yeah. Hallo?
I am always happy to
Buy? Buy back? Oh! Okay, I see. It costs 10 metal flowers to buy this box? But maybe he's the only merchant, or maybe that's the only stuff that I can get, and if I find different merchants in other parts of the world, they sell the same thing. Because here I need the Mark III, the Mark II, and the Mark I, and that's all I can get for them? Could be.
I look forward to everyone needs a splash of color.
Okay, but what we actually wanted to do, I already set the marker, is to go to the hunting lodge, because there's still another like quest that we can do, and we have to go to the hunter's lodge anyway.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
I have 3.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome.
Thank you.
Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So
That's
I
complicated.
need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay. That was welcome and not welcome at the same time somehow.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right. You're new here.
Yeah, I saw. And what do you mean with marks?
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, one for 15 half-suns, one for 15 full suns, and one you'll love for all blazing suns.
Yeah, it's probably never gonna happen.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
And I'm both.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
Yeah, I'll give you my marks
What do
now.
I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge
Yeah,
weapon.
okay, I thought
Show
so.
me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
15. And that was the quest line? Oh, okay, it is a quest. Okay, so we have 3 out of 15 half suns, 3 out of 15 full suns, and obviously 0 blazing suns. But look at the rewards. That's huge. Okay, so there's something. Jesus Christ, this is so long. Bylaws of the Hunter's Lodge, Section 1, Preamble. The hunt is the noblest pursuit in the Sundom, save those of the Sun King and his Sun Priest. The hunt is strength, the hunt is honor, the hunt protects, the hunt preserves. What is the hunt but competition? What is competition without rank, honor, and victor? The lodge lends law and lore to the hunt, so all will know who was prevailed. Thus the lodge is not just its members, and not just its house in Meridian. It is the spirit of the hunt, a code to be honored, an ideal to be lived. Only those of the noblest blood can embody the noblest ideals. As such, only Karja males of pure blood may honor the lodge and treat, oh my god, and treat in its house. By order of this riddance, Avad, 14th Sun King of the Karja, bylaw 5 of section 1 is hereby... Oh, okay, rescinded. Cool. Nice. Membership. No hunter shall gain admittance to the lodge without 3 half-suns, which we have. 1 with honor at any hunting ground. This is what we'd have. There are 2 classes of member, Hawk being senior, Thrush being junior. The rank of Thrush can only be gained through the sponsorship of a Hawk. Each Hawk may sponsor only 1 Thrush. This is what he told us at the entrance. There can be only 7 Hawks. A Thrush can only become a Hawk through the death of his sponsor. Like, what death? Can I just kill him? The Hawk who hunts the greatest prey shall become Sun Hawk and lead the lodge. In the event the quality of prey is in dispute, the Hawk who hunted first shall remain first as Sun Hawk, only Karja males of pure blood, and so on, and it's been rescinded by the Sun King. Proof of the hunt. The greatest hunts often bear no witness, therefore a trophy must be kept. A trophy may be submitted to the Sun Hawk as proof of a victorious hunt. A trophy must be intact, undamaged, and from the recent hunt. A Sunhawk shall have final authority in any dispute over a trophy's worth, only Karja male and so on. To protect and preserve. A hunt for its own sake is noble, a hunt in the service of others is blessed by the sun. When called upon, Hawks and Thrushes must undertake any reasonable hunt asked of them if it serves to protect the citizens of the Sundom. The Sunhawk has sole authority to negotiate any fees or bounties associated with any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom. Any profit from any hunt undertaken by members of the Lodge on behalf of the Sundom shall be shared by all 7 hawks, administered by the Sunhawk. For the purpose of training and recruiting the best and greatest hunters, the Lodge shall provide and maintain hunting grounds. Each hunting ground shall test a different range of skills through 3 trials crafted by its keeper and consultation with the Sunhawk. There shall be 3 rewards for each trial in ascending order of performance: half sun, full sun, blazing sun. Hunters who prove themselves by winning the requisite number of suns may be entitled to special gear at the Lodge at the discretion of the Sunhawk. The Lodge shall provide funds for the construction and maintenance of trials and facilities at hunting grounds. The Lodge shall receive all profits associated with the sale of parts, ammunition, and equipment from all hunting grounds. Any profits received from the hunting grounds shall be shared by all 7 hawks administered by the Sunhawk. Okay, so they have quite strict rules, but they're also pretty simple. Hoppala. Okay, what else do we have in here? Supply crate, I guess. Yep. And we're supposed to go upstairs anyway, so just wanted to have a quick look around. If there's anything interesting here, what does it look like? So we shall go upstairs. Okay. That was a cool trick to just vanish. Okay, what do we have here? Another book. Legendary Hunts of the Lodge. In the summer of the 4th year of the reign of the Sun King Marzid, did Farukavas, Sunhawk of the Lodge, behold a herd of gazers so vast that it filled entire the vale below the Farbeck. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt from noon to twilight. After, one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks and all 7 thrushes to gather the trophies, and with the bounty from their barter, the last wing of the Lodge was raised. In the winter of the 7th year of the reign of the Sun King Hivas, did Daruzif, hawk of the Lodge, stalk a herd of tramplers from Sandwhisper Valley to the foothills of the Pale Reach. Bombs from his sling fell as hailstones, freezing his prey and the waters of the ford. While the others stood as statues in ice, he was set upon the largest, driving his spear between his plates and taking his trophy before the rest could even stir. In the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more deranged, why is deranged in capital D? Did Kuvam, hawk of the Lodge, answer the call from the prefect at Daytower to slay the mysterious creature who ripped his best cohort limb from limb. 4 days and 4 nights he tracked his quarry through the savage east before the brute was revealed, strong as a snapjaw, fast as a strider. From twilight to midnight the battle raged, but Kuvam prevailed at great cost, his left arm chewed, wrecked at the joint. Ooh, Jesus. Thus he named the beast Sawtooth, as he took his trophy from its shattered remains. Ah, interesting. So this is how the Sawtooth got his name. Interesting. In the autumn of the 8th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wilds grew ever more what? Okay, it's the same beginning. That was just confusing to me. Did Gilidid, hawk of the Lodge, follow the shimmering death, haunting the southern freeholds into the jungles of the Jewel? Under the tangled canopy, the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing in the shadows more of the eerie lights, till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth to the safety of the Elite, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuer and became the first to snare a trophy from which walks in the glinting shadow. In the summer of the 13th year of the reign of Sun King Jiran, as the machines of the wild grew ever more deranged, did Aziz, hawk of the Lodge, dare to tread the path of broken trees, following the wake of the terrible thing that laid waste to the freehold of morning light. And so he was first to face the might of the Thunderjaw. Have we seen a Thunderjaw so far? I don't recall. Greatest of machines that walk the earth. No, probably not then. With spear, bomb, and arrow, brave Aziz fought to no avail and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannons against it. Okay. The carcass and the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see, so okay. So enshrined because it falls turned hawk to Sunhawk. So what I think is interesting is that we also learn not just how they got their names, but also a little bit on, like, maybe how to fight them. Like when he says, turning the Terror's own cannons against it. So maybe there's like a little hint how to fight them. Okay, so where do I have to go? Oh, another book. A scroll. Record of Redmore 1. The record of Redmore by inquiring Bian Diniman, historian in residence at the Hunter's Lodge. It is well known that facts recede into fictions as they become memories, and fresh facts themselves are ephemeral among the rumors and legends of the South. This is especially true in the case of Redmore, that most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have laid eyes upon it have survived, and among them even fewer can be trusted not to embellish their tales. All that said, here I have endeavored to truthfully chronicle all the calamities attributed to the beast and all the expeditions meant to end such calamities once and for all. None have succeeded. As of this writing, the terror of the South will still roams free, scarred perhaps, but deadly as the day the sun first shone upon its armored hide. Kind of have the feeling it might be like the end boss or something. In the early spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a freehold was destroyed near the hands of the flood. 9 bodies were recovered, 8 riddled with cannon rounds, 1 flattened completely. Jesus. No witnesses survived, though never proven. This is widely thought to be Redmore's first attack. In the late spring of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 4 hunters set out from Sunstone Rock to track the machine or machines responsible for the destruction of the freehold. None returned. The bodies were subsequently found in the south, 3 blasted, 1 stomped, never proven, but thought to be Redmore's work. In the early summer of the 18th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 6 mercenaries set out from Meridian to track the machine or machines responsible for the losses described above. Ron returned, ribs crushed, clavicle fractured. He spoke of the Thunderjaw, which split a man in half with a single bite. This is the first confirmed sighting of the legendary machine, and the one which gave it a name. In the late summer of the 18th year of the reign of Sun King Jiran, an expedition of 8 set from Meridian to track Redmore. None returned. 6 bodies were found near Blackwing Snag, 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, 1 swallowed his own tongue, evidently in a spasm of terror, suffocating. Good lord. In the autumn of the 18th year of the reign, the Sun King Jiran commanded the Hunter's Lodge to send an expedition south in pursuit of Redmore. After numerous logistical delays, 3 hawks and their thrushes set out in winter. Only 1 pair returned, reporting the deaths of the others, 2 blasted, 1 stomped, 1 decapitated. The survivors were sacrificed for cowardice. Wow, Jesus Christ. 1 gutted by a sawtooth, the other skewered by kestrels. Wow. After the setback, members of the lodge grew wary of pursuing the legendary Thunderjaw. Only the proudest hawks even considered it. Aspirants to the lodge, however foolish in their ambition, eagerly took part in subsequent hunts. Yeah, I'm 100% certain that we have to do this at some point. In the summer of the 19th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, the destruction of a caravan south of the Spurflins, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 1 immolated, I don't know what that means, reignited interest in Redmore. 3 expeditions totaling 15 mercenaries went after the machine, with only 3 survivors, 9 blasted, 3 stomped, 2 eviscerated, and 1 liquefied. I don't want to fight this thing. In the early spring of the 20th year of the reign of the Sun King Jiran, a cohort of 12 soldiers headed from the rain gathers to the Allied were set upon the beast. Only 1 survived, 1 blasted, 1 stomped, 10 crushed when their fleeing footsteps triggered the avalanche. In the late spring of the 20th year of the reign of Sun King Jiran, 3 cohorts totaling 34 men went in search of Redmore, alas, they were ambushed by stalkers and only 4 survived. 24 sniped, 6 exploded. Understandably, this ended pursuit of Redmore for some time. In the summer of the first year of the reign of Sun King Avad, a group of 6 Oseram traders were attacked by the beast. 1 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 spit into a ravine. The lone survivor petitioned Captain Ezra to send the vanguard after the monster, but the request was denied. However, 3 additional expeditions, comprised of mercenaries and hunters aspiring to the lodge, were subsequently commissioned. Autumn, 7 men, 2 blasted, 3 stomped, 1 tripped on his own spear. Oh god. 1 tripped on his own spear, 1 survivor. Winter, 9 men, 3 blasted, 2 stomped, 2 died from frostbite, 2 survivors. Spring, 11 men, 5 blasted, 1 stomped, 3 retreated off a cliff, 2 survivors. I don't know why retreated is like in these little thingies. The last known sighting of Redmore occurred in the spring of the 3rd year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got word of a sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on his own. His thrush, Telenar, arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying of his wounds, multiple perforations. Telenar testified as Redmore lumbered off through the trees. She could see the spears of her mentor embedded in its hide. Okay, we learn a lot about what the lodge is doing, and I think it's really important to know that, because again, I think really this is some kind of like foreshadowing that we have to fight the Redmore at some point. My only question is why? I mean, I know they're hunters and hunters hunt, you know. Oh look, this is it. But why don't they just leave it be, you know?
Prices keep going up in Meridian.
Okay, so what would be the quest here? Yeah, I don't know why this is an exclamation mark. Side quests. Not this. Also not this. Didn't we just get the quest from... Didn't he talk... said... the Field of the Fallen? Find Olin at the excavation site. Okay, I don't know where the quest is. Oh, maybe... But didn't he say that we should talk to someone? Let's talk to... Hold on. I think there was someone I was close to. Greed? Greed? I think something popped up. Like, talk to someone. Oh, hello.
Can't believe Redmaw defeated Tarkus. He was such a good hunter, but Redmaw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it. Can't believe Redmaw defeated Tarkus. He was such a good hunter.
Why can I not just...
Redmaw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it.
I'm a member. Go bother the other sludges and leave me alone.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I wasn't supposed to find some hawks? And didn't they say that they're upstairs? Is it up here, maybe? Here. Ah, hold on. I can just greet all of them. Here. Taking up the other ladder, the other stairs maybe? Otherwise I talk to him again. But he said go upstairs, the hawks are up here.
Excuse us.
Ah, yeah.
The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, Do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage.
Why?
And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
Oh.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If
Exactly.
they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is
Talana.
free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
You are not very likable, sir. In fact, you're very unlikable. And Tala, wasn't that this guy down here that we just talked to? Move. Palavid? Malish, no. Is this... Oh, strange. Oh, where's Tala now? Bashad?
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away.
What is your problem? Oh,
Here,
Tala,
Tala.
hi.
Bessie said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What do you mean?
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole. Sorry, member.
Speak openly. I'll get you.
Stalkers, behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works.
That's a stupid
Whichever
rule.
hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the sun.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Talk and reading.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 sawtooths, 2 ravagers, and a stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
Okay, so we got this new quest. Here. Gather the machines. Oh, it's an errand. That's why I didn't find it. Okay, so gather the machine trophies. As she said, 3 Sawtooth trophies, 2 Revenger, and a Stalker trophy. Okay, so here we get the Stalker trophy, and then we continue to other places. What is this? Okay. We should go through the side quests that we have and see what we can do. So the closest one would be this one, robbing the rich. This is the guy whose sword got stolen. And I would suggest that we're gonna do this now. or rather in the next episode. So I activated that quest, we can follow it, and then we do this, and then we continue with the other quests and the errands in the next episode. Okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and I'll see you. Bye bye.